Hello everyone, this is Shotgun, and welcome to the grimdark future of Warhammer 40k, Dawn of War Soulstorm, the Unification mod. And it's a very interesting site here in Lost Hope where there are 8 races right now. We have the Salamanders, the Inquisitors, or the Demon Hunters, currently being raided by the Salamanders. We have the Renegade Guard. We have the Bretonnian Guard. We have the World Eaters. We have the Eldar. We have the... What are these guys? The Firstborn. The Vistorian Firstborn. Vistorian? And the Sisters of Battle. Right now in Lost Hope, where honestly, if... yeah, I do apologize for the first few... seconds of the match, as currently I have a announcement. Ta-da! No fog. Let's go. So yeah, I don't have any fog anymore, so it has been currently disabled. And I do remember why I hated having no fog, because yeah, it really messes up with my frame. So yeah, I do apologize that most of the game play that will be without the fog will be very heavily taxing for my graphics card, which is very interesting considering that well, it's a 30 series, like 3050. So yeah, but then like yeah, like I think it's also due to the game's like limitations itself. So yeah, I don't know if I'll be able to. Oh yeah, no. I do wish that I could record this in any other way, but no. I feel like it's essential for us to actually have that fog, because it helps reduce some of that lag that we're experiencing. So yeah, I'll just get back to you guys. I'll be sure to go here in this spot 240. So yeah, 245. I'll be back. All right, we are back. So yeah, I think it's just something happened with when I loaded the game. So when I restarted, everything was okay when I did the additional time. So yeah, I just don't have to. I just have to make sure that when I'm zoomed out, I won't like necessarily do like those camera pans that require a lot of those land to like be seen. So yeah. Anyways, on the Inquisitor side, or the Demon Hunters, they are currently facing 2 of the races right now. That is here on the free for all, which is the Salamanders, as well as the Death Korp of Krieg. So yeah, I think I not mispronounced, but misfaction some of these races. So let me just introduce them once again. So you have the Salamanders, of course. You have the Chaos Demons, or Demon Hunters. I'm so sorry. These guys are the Death Korp of Krieg, the Bretonnian Guard, the World Eaters, the Eldar, the Steel Legion, and the Vistorian Firstborn. So there we go. Everyone has been introduced properly, and let us get on with the match with the Vistorian Firstborn being very aggressive towards their neighbors right now. The Steel Legion are having a difficult time here, considering that they have less of their units moving towards back to their base. I don't think they have noticed anything as of late right now. Currently, as the Sea Legion are having difficulty with their base right now, it also is true for the Demon Hunters, as they are also struggling to defend their base, having both of their sides being invaded right now by both Death Korp of Krieg and the Salamanders. Meanwhile, you have the World Eaters, who are battling it out against the Eldar. The Eldar, they're having a great time here trying to counter most of these Blood Pack troopers. They're very effective, the Howling Banshees, as well as their infantry right now, the Guardians. They're very effective against those less armored units that the World Eaters have for their early game. So I don't really know if they will be able to push towards this Eldar base right now. Meanwhile, while I do say that, they are also stuck between 2 races right now, which is the Steel Legion as well as the World Eaters. The Steel Legion are the ones having their having a hard time as well, trying to defend these invaders that the Eldar are pushing right now. That doesn't make any sense, does it? Just trying to sound cool, but it isn't really cool because like I kind of like messed it up. But anyways, the Salamanders are having a field day right now, as there are no more units left to contend and left to defend their base right now. Unfortunately, the Inquisitor will not give up, as they will also try to spawn in one of their Brotherhood champions deep down or up in space right now. Meanwhile, as the fight is going on, or trying to ravage the base right now for the Demon Hunters, the Death Corp of Krieg was trying to move towards the Salamanders side of the map, or side of the base. However, with the Heavy Flamer turret here being constructed and being placed just right here on the fork on the road right now, it is very helpful to the Salamanders so that there won't be any assaults or what's the word, interceptions, or just basically like any enemies that would go in and invade their base, which is actually very beneficial to them. So meanwhile, while that is happening, I'm really terrified for most of the races right here, because other than each of the races right now battling it out to increase their territory, I think the Praetorian Guard hasn't really tried to move a lot. It's been 8 minutes or 6 minutes currently. 6 minutes? 7 minutes into the match right now. And currently, the only ones that are trying to invade them are the Rapier squads or Raptor squads here for the World Eaters. So yeah, it isn't really looking good for any of these races right now if the Praetorian Guard is still trying to turtle it out, considering that it will be able to just focus on building most of those structures that they have. Meanwhile, the Vistorian Firstborn, they're also here just chilling, honestly. Nothing really happening in their side of the world, as more and more of the fight is currently here on the west side of the map right now, as well as just the Eldar and the World Eaters. And yeah, I do feel like we should, also consider other game rules other than Annihilation, because yeah, while Annihilation is great for just mainly focusing on the forces or the bases, just trying to defend the base, I think Dawn of War, the reason why it was a game ahead of its time, was because it also encouraged the players to actually move and protect each strategic point as well as critical location, which you wouldn't actually try to touch if you were just using the Annihilation game rule, So yeah, I do feel like maybe in the later stages, or maybe any other game, and I'm really excited for the next few uploads that I will be posting on YouTube. Be sure to look out for those things, because yeah, there's a lot of the game modes that I mentioned that will be out. So yeah, really excited for those things, those games. And if you do want to be notified for those, then please let me know by, you can just subscribe and yeah, hit the notification bell. So yeah, while everything is, well, chaotic as usual, you have your Salamanders as well as the Death Corp of Krieg just moving around, defeating what seems to be a very low life Inquisitor tower right now, trying their best to just stay alive. Unfortunately, it will be gone in just a few seconds. Meanwhile, the Praetorian Guard are slowly but surely moving towards the Death Corp of Krieg right now, as they have enough resources to actually start to move as well. Yeah, I do hope that people will be able to, or most of the players here will be able to move or migrate towards the, well, other locations here that is available on the map right now, but I don't think that will be possible, as most of more and more of these players are duking it out, honestly, just trying their best to reclaim or claim or take territory from each other right now. Currently, the Eldar are struggling between both races, the Steel Legion as well as the World Eaters, as the World Eaters are preparing for another assault here, just moving their units back and forth. Honestly, Bloodback Troopers are trying their best to destroy one of the listening shrines here for the Eldar. Unfortunately for them, the Eldar are too great, or they're masters of defense right now. Just taking a note of Rogel Dorn's Imperial Fists. Meanwhile, yes, we have the very first player to be eliminated, which will be the Demon Hunters. I do feel like the Demon Hunters need more flair, you know, because yeah, like the Legion of the Damned, I do feel like there's some potential there for the Grey Knights faction. Let's just go with that because yeah, most of their units are Grey Knights. Very shiny, very gray. But yeah, it's such a waste to actually not, you know, enjoy that much of their gameplay, especially when fighting against these guys. Because yeah, I do feel like a lot of people will have like options and opinions about like, you know, unification mode. But hey, you know, the whole point of the unification mode is to be able to like just see like, you know, units or other races fighting against like other races. So yeah, at least like, you know, they have that, which is great, honestly. So yeah, there we go. There's the first build of vehicles for the Steel Legion, which is the Thunderer Siege Tank, which is very good against those infantry right now because they absolutely needed it. There's a lot of these Vistorian Firstborn trying their best to move towards the base here for the Steel Legion right now, just trying to capture one of the strategic points right now. And I don't think that most of the army here for the Vistorian, for the Steel Legion will be able to. Oh my god, that is crazy. Oh my god, that's like a monolith of the Necrons. If you haven't seen my video of the Necron or the Tomb World that we tried to, well, we did eliminate, then please check it on, well, my channel. And there we go, there's the Thunder Siege Tank. Very effective against these infantry right now, just trying to eliminate each and every one of these guys, as there's smoke bombs, what looks like, trying to gas these Legionnaires. Okay, why are these called Legionnaires? They're like, okay, same as same as the ones in the Legion of the Damned, I guess. So meanwhile, while that is happening, let's move towards the Bretonnian Guard, as I feel like there's a lot of these guys are not to be underestimated. And yeah, there we go, the first signs of war here for the Bretonnian Guard, which will be moving towards the Death Corp of Krieg right now. I don't think I haven't seen the Death Corp of Krieg recently, so I do feel like they're in a world of trouble right now. The Salamanders are also chipping off their resource for their requisition right now, as they are trying to take hold of a lot of those strategic points that is available to them currently. They are also putting out one of their Rapier Armored Destroyers, moving along their army right now. There's also one Librarian here, which will be able to, I guess, increase the morale. I'm not really sure what the Librarian does, other than, you know, being a strong psyker for their Legion. So yeah, let me know in the comments what benefits do they have, other than, you know, just being able to support their faction. And we also have the very first, well, two, honestly. I saw the other one. Two Venerable or Berserker Dreadnoughts. These look like Venerable. Are they not Venerable? Like, what's the difference? You know, I know these guys are called Berserker Dreadnoughts, but could they be considered as Venerable? Well, are they Venerable? Because to venerate someone means, like, you know, they've done great things in life, right? So that just means, like, if they're Chaos, they couldn't be Venerable Dreadnoughts. Or are they called Venerable Dreadnoughts just because that's the name of the that's what the pattern is called? Pattern? Model. I'm so lost. Well, talking about Dreadnoughts, the World Eaters are being invaded right now for the Eldar, flipping the script right now, as the Eldar, well, never mind, they have decided to run away as more and more of their units are being pushed back here by the Steel Legion. The Steel Legion have successfully invaded their land right now, just trying to disintegrate most of these aspect portals and plasma generators that they have. Meanwhile, the Salamanders are having also a world of hurt here, as more and more of their army is disintegrated to a bit here, just having those smoke launchers being moved on the air right now. More and more of the Griffin mortar carriers and the vehicles here for the Praetorian Guard have successfully removed both of the Death Corp of Krieg as well as the Salamanders. Salamanders will be forced to move back to their base right now, as a lot of these blood is being offered for corn right now. I don't really, yeah, like I said, I really need to check each and every of the races that is available to the Unification mod. As I have just been going blindly against or like saying anything very ignorant like to any of the races that is, well, using their abilities and buffs and defects. I don't or debuffs. I don't really know if, like, that was helpful for the World Eaters or not. Maybe it's just a flashy way of saying, like, I'm here, blood for the blood god. But yeah, anyways, the Eldar are now in trouble as the World Eaters are slowly but surely removing them from the face of the earth right now, destroying their webway assembly, and which will then what do you call this? Reveal the last remaining buildings that is available to the Eldar right now. And you also have the Hellforged Hellhound, which looks like a Hellhound. Oh my lord! Forgive me for the huge frame drop, as there's still a bit of issues right now, considering that I have no fog, and everything's going so well. I really love the scale right now. Like, look at this. It's like watching like a tabletop game, which honestly, like, I think is one of the greatest feelings. Like, I feel like this is how tabletops or tabletop players of the Warhammer game feel whenever, like, they move their units out and about. I know like, they take turns and like moving their armies, but having to simultaneously like see what other players would strategize and move towards, like, their enemies. I feel like that is like the whole essence of, well, Warhammer. Just endless wars on every side of the map right now. And yeah, it's so amazing to like actually like see the map in this scale. Like, do you see how much coverage I can like actually see right now? You see the World Eaters battling out with the Steel Legions, as well as the Steel Legions are having a trouble right now, being that the Visturian Firstborns are currently invading their base. So I don't really know why they are not trying to defend their base currently. I think that has to do with, well, most of their buildings as well is just on, well, the south side or east side of the map, just hiding in plain sight, not being able to be seen by their enemies. So yeah, while that's happening on the east side, let's look at the west side right now, where the Death Corp of Krieg is also in trouble right now, having their Vox centers, gun turrets, plasma field generators being the last remaining buildings that is available to this army, and I do think that will be GG's in just a matter of seconds for them. The Salamanders are doing great, where a lot of the first commander, as well, or their commander units and vehicles, are here to gather to their main force right now. Unfortunately for them, I don't think the Praetorian Guard will reply likely, or they will. What? I have no idea what I'm saying right now, but yeah, my whole point is, like, I don't think the the Praetorian Guard would respond to it very easily. Of course, because they'll respond to it very aggressively. And there we go. The second one to be eliminated will be the Eldar, and the third one will be the Steel Legion, as the Visturian Firstborn has basically increased their requisition resource right now, increasing their territory as they move towards furthermore in the middle side of the map. There we go. We can see a lot of those blood axe knobs. I do feel like these are the Praetorian Guards. So yeah. And yeah, more and more of the forces here for the Praetorian Guard are slowly but surely moving towards the city right now of Lost Hope, which is honestly pretty nice, considering that, no one has ever moved here before. So yeah. Oh my god, this looks amazing. Shout out to the, maker of this map. Really nice details. I feel like if someone would make a diorama of Lost Hope, I would go insane. Like, I would just go insane by looking at it. I'm like, oh my god, it's a Lost Hope. Anyways, you can see that the salamanders are also having trouble here trying to move towards the Bretonnian Guard side of the map, as the Bretonnian Guard has also successfully destroyed the Death Corp of Krieg right now, and it is the World Eaters are summoning something. What is this? The Great Gate. Offering tribute to the Blood God. I can see a lot of these spread right now. There's like lava and everything. What is this? There we go. There is also the Killacat here for the Bretonnian Guard moving towards the World Eaters out of the map. Though I don't think that will be a good call here, as and more of the Salamanders are moving towards the Bretonnian Guard's base right now, as the Bretonnian Guard also has responded with violence towards the World Eaters. They will be the next best well, case scenario to try and defeat, considering that they have this weird Great Gate that I feel like should not be underestimated. This looks like a very interesting gate that I don't feel like should stay for long if you are an enemy. So yeah, be sure to be on the lookout. The Vistarian Firstborn are heavily maxed out currently, I feel like. So let me just look at their POV right now. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, they're capped with their squad as well as their vehicles right now. Currently having 200 per, I don't know, is this like minute, second? 200 per minute. Let's just go with that. 200 per minute. That's crazy. Oh my god. So yeah. Meanwhile, everyone is just having like 100 and so on and so forth. So I do get why, like, you know, the Bretonnian Guard, or like, yeah, even the Bretonnian Guard, who's like been turtling for like 11 minutes early on, is still not producing the same as the Restonian Firstborn, which is here now on the battlefield. You can see the World Eaters, the Restonian Firstborn, as well as the Bretonnian Guard is here battling it out on this weird entrance that is here currently available, or currently on the map. Should we go with map? Currently here on the northeast side of the map. I do feel like they have destroyed the Bloodhound of the of the World Eaters, which is a very impressive feat right now. So yeah, I keep on saying right now. Why not? You know, right now. Here we go. We can also see the Salamanders moving towards what seems to be the last remaining buildings. Excuse me, last remaining buildings of the Death Corp of Krieg. And there we go. They also have their Primaris Infernus as well as Forge Guards moving towards their main forces, as they have also decided to not really hit or move towards the Bretonnian Guard. They have decided to go towards the World Eaters. As what the heck is this? This is a tank commander. It's like what, a Baneblade? Is it like a Baneblade? Oh my god! I really need to know who's like shooting those missiles. So from the looks of it, it doesn't seem like it's from the Bretonnian Guard, as why would they try to hit their own buildings and their own like armies, you know? I really need to know what those things do. But yeah, looking at it, it doesn't seem like it's from the Bretonnian Guard. So yeah, just let me know in the comments if you guys know. I hope you guys know, because I'm just sitting ducks here, honestly. Okay, so meanwhile, while the battle is continuing on, you can see the Bretonnian Guard is being aggressively pushed here by the Vistarian Firstborn, as the Vistarian Firstborn are the ones being, well, they are the most richest player here currently, being maxed out, probably with their vehicle cap as well, when this when the time has come, or when as soon as we moved towards the battlefield early on. So yeah, there we go. There's also like dreadnoughts defending the World Eaters base right now, with a lot of those Tarantula turrets also helping defending against a lot of these infantries. Though I do feel like, yeah, I've also noticed that having a lot of infantry does not also equivalent to like having like a good I mean, it's okay, you know. Oh, but yeah, I think like you just try to focus on getting out a lot of those squads or units out that is very you know, helpful in destroying most of the units that is, you know, like, you know, just produce units that are that can easily counter other players' units. Oh my god, that was that was so easy to explain. Oh my god. So yeah, uh, as I was explaining that, the Hellforged Dreadnought is also out here for the World Eaters, as they have successfully, I think, defended their base right now. Not really. I think the Vistorian Firstborn is just moving towards the Bretonnian Guard's place right now. And unfortunately, for the Bretonnian Guard, while they did turtle in the first 10 minutes, giving them ample time to actually build their economy and units as well, I don't think that would be enough for them, and that will be GG's for them, as they have been eliminated on the match right now, leaving only the World Eaters, the Salamanders, as well as the Vistorian Firstborn to be left on this map of Lost Hope. So the Salamanders, what did they do? Well, they are just currently retreating, as more of their commanders and battle brothers have been decimated by their invasion of the World Eaters right now, as the World Eaters are preparing to defend their base, currently having the Vistorian Firstborn in their doorstep right now, slowly but surely pushing towards their base. You can also see that the Voss pattern Lightning Strike Fighter here for the Salamander is also out, which will be an annoying flying unit to try and handle right now, considering that the Vistorian Firstborn is currently marching towards them. You can see that a lot of these Malcadors and Tunguska? I feel like I butchered that, I don't know. Infernus is also here, literally just a few seconds, and they will be in the base right now for in the base of the World Eaters. I mean, the Dark Apostle is having a very hard time trying to defend their base, considering that most of these silicas and tanks right now for the Vistorian Firstborn are heavily anti-infantry. Let's go. Yeah, let's go with that. So yeah, meanwhile, you can also see that the Vistorian, that the strike fighters here for the Salamanders has effectively halted the defense here for the World Eaters. The World Eaters are not trying their best to defend their base right now, as they are more concerned here for the strike fighters that the Salamander has. The Salamander is trying to also just build their units, also having that Vault of Remembrance, as they are currently in tier 3 right now. They need 5, I think, more upgrades before they can summon Vulcan, so I don't really know if they'll be able to reach that, as one more of their strike fighter is lost. Oh, there we go. They just went back. There we go. There's also possessed champions trying to move towards their position right now, the strike fighters, I mean, and currently there's a massive battle happening right now here in the World Eaters side of the map, as more and more of these Vistorian Firstborn are slowly but surely invading their land. And yeah, I do feel like the Vistorian Firstborn has been aggressive since the first few minutes of this match, and I do feel like other races should be also wary of their presence. So yeah, it is an interesting unit composition though, or race to see. They're like, can I say it? Am I allowed to say it? I'm not even sure if I'm allowed to say it. But yeah, like, let me just get a good screenshot here, honestly. This is even good. I don't feel like it's good. Or I should have, like, yeah, focused on the Hellhound. Anyways, more and more of the, while I was admiring the tanks here for the Vistorian Firstborn, the Hellhound, as well as a lot of the Dreadnoughts for the World Eaters, are being destroyed right now, as yeah, since they have nothing left to defend their base. This will be well, elimination time, honestly, for the World Eaters. Those Salamanders, though, they are slowly but surely rebuilding their forces right now. Meanwhile, their strike team just mainly having those strike fighters occupy their main force or strike force right now, are trying their best to actually eliminate the enemy right now. Unfortunately for them, I do think one of the strike fighters will be eliminated or shot down by a lot of these units that can counter also vehicles, especially flying units. Because yeah, like the downside of having flying units, like they're very light, very paper. What I mean by that, like yeah, they're not very bulky. The tech marines are here right now. Just okay, there you go. They're repairing one of the rapier armor destroyers that is heavily damaged from, I guess, one of the invasions earlier. And yeah, there we go. Two more what do you call this? Two more wait. Okay, two more players out on the map right now. Two remaining forces on both east and west. We have the Vistorian Firstborn as well as the Salamanders. From the free-for-all, it comes to a 1v1. Well, obviously, we all know who's going to win, right? Look at this. There's a lot of tanks moving right now towards the Salamander's side, and the Salamanders are not ready for this. They only have Rapier Armor Destroyers and a bunch of these infantry, not knowing that one Malkador will be enough to, like, I think, disintegrate this army right now. There we go. The first sight of battle for the Vistorian Firstborn against Salamanders. The Salamanders, they're trying their best to just evade a lot of these shots here for the Malkadors. Unfortunately, from the Salamanders, one of the Rapier Armor Destroyer will be destroyed by one of these Malkadors, and more of the Salamanders will move towards the position here for, well, the Malkador. One more Rapier Armor Destroyer has been destroyed, and I do not think while the Malkador did not survive the onslaught here, more and more of the forces here for the Salamanders will be disintegrated. One more Silica will be destroyed by the Primaris Eradicator, which is great for destroying a lot of those tanks that, well, honestly, every vehicle that is available on the Dawn of War Unification mod. And however, they are not successful in stopping the full march here of the Vistorian Firstborn, as they are slowly but surely moving towards Salamander's side of the base right now. You can also see that there are also additional armies that are moving on the different roads on different sections here for the Salamanders. Let's just move towards their POV right now, as they are the one remaining survivors left against the onslaught here for the Vistorian Firstborn, as they are relentless in their attacks. With the destruction, or with the removal of the Malkador, and as well as more and more of the Silica tanks, I do not think that will be enough, as one more Malkador and one more Silica or Infernus tank will be available to them right now. So yeah, all of the efforts here for the Salamanders are down the drain, as more and more of these tanks have or will be joining their army in just a few seconds. So yeah, yeah, I'm so sorry. I stopped for a second because I'm just enjoying my POV right now. Like, I do understand there's like there's a simplicity in having the fog, but being able to see your units, I think that's a different kind of, like, you know, enjoyment as well. And yeah, like, let me know in the comment section if you want me to keep the fog. I will, though, if, like, you know, it's necessary, especially when we have games that I want to have, like, more frames. So yeah, there we go. There's those missiles again launching on the enemies or on the Salamanders forces right now, effectively destroying a lot of these armies for the Salamanders, as the Salamanders are currently in a pinch right now. Since a lot of those armies are destroyed, they don't have any more units to combat the forces of the Vistorian Firstborn. Vistorian Firstborn has also a lot of those boneheads and a lot of those legionnaires and Firstborns moving towards their position right now. And I do not think having one Rapier Armor Destroyer will be enough to destroy one of the Infernus that is currently devastating the base right now for the Salamanders, as the Salamanders are just slowly but surely being removed in the map right now. That's such an interesting skill. I don't know what this is. Is this like a plasma thing? I do think so. Cryo cannon. Effective against infantry and commanders. That is crazy. It's effective against commanders. Think about that. But yeah, slowly but surely, the forces here for the salamanders are currently at the mercy of the Vistorian Firstborn. As yeah, that will be GG's for them. So that is it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy, please make sure to leave a like and maybe comment on how my casting went. You could also hit the notification bell so that you won't miss any of my videos, and maybe consider a subscribe and follow me on my Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. I've been active on Facebook as well as Reddit. And yeah, if you want me to cast your games, then there is a link in the description below. There will be a link for a Google folder where you can just submit to any of the Dawn of War installations. There you will. I have also a template on the description in the link in the video below, where yeah, you can just use that so that I will be able to shout out you guys, hopefully. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. Good luck to any ongoing activities in life, and may the God Emperor be with you. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you guys, and yeah, I hope we can cast more of these games without fog. May the God Emperor be with you. This is Shotgun. Have a great day.